Welcome to lesson number 9, where we will talk about how trust in the universe is trust in self. Again, I have a quote for you to start us off. The universe is saying, allow me to flow through you unrestricted, and you will see the greatest magic you have ever seen. From Klaus Jule? Klaus Jule. Probably Jule because he's Klaus's German name. Isn't it funny sometimes how we still think as a collective, well, most of us think that we are all separate, whilst that is just this 3D illusion that is in place. Now, why is this 3D illusion in place? Well, it is known that you have different densities or dimensions, but better said densities, because a different dimension would imply that it would be completely on a different plane, and this is, I think, on the same plane, but also not. I don't know the logistics behind this, so please forget that I said this, but we have different densities. We are in 3D. You have something called 1D, 2D, 3D, I think up to 12D even. And in 3D, the illusion of separateness is made real by something called the matrix. Now, again, if you want to research this more, you will find out more. This is not the focus from now, but it is why the 3D illusion is here. Because we are actually all connected into a big spiderweb of connectedness. It's all interwoven, it's all interconnected. I mean, we hear phrases from the Quran, do good and good will come to you, or what Jesus said, love thy neighbor, or the Buddha said, treat others with respect, or the saying, treat others how you want to be treated. The same is said in all these parts of the world, and that is because they know that if you treat others well, you get treated well back. And that is all because of this collective, beautiful consciousness. When you do something, when you think something even, or when you say something, it has an effect on the outer world outside of you. It is the base premise of help yourself first and then help others. It is the base premise also of the law of attraction. The things that you emanate in this collective that you cannot see, but it is there. This big spiderweb, right, that is in place and you cannot see. It is a reason why you might think of someone and they text you. Because you feel it, so you think it, and it's all in this collective, it's all out there in the universe. That is how it sends messages to you, because we're all connected, we're all connected, we're all one actually. It's weird to say that we're all one, because we all see separate human beings outside of us, but that's not us. Well, and it is us. That's all kind of confusing, I know. But we're all cut from the same, we all come from the same source. We were once one. All of us. I believe even the extraterrestrials, everyone, we were all one once. There's no separation. And people claim that when they are in 5D, not people, extraterrestrials, that they can actually see everything interwoven and all as one. And we, because of the 3D matrix illusion, whatever, we see it as separate and we see things as solid and stuff. It is kind of like a sci-fi film sometimes, you know? But this is the reason why when someone texts you, you can feel it. Or you feel it first and then they WhatsApp you. Why I'm saying text, we're not in 2010 anymore. But you think about someone and they text you. This is also why people say great minds think alike. Because we literally feel each other, because we literally are each other. Some people say, oh, you can really cut the tension with a knife. That's because you can feel the tension in a room sometimes. You know, when two people argue and they're walking on eggshells around each other, you can sometimes feel the tension. You know, you can feel that because of this interwoven collective blah, 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 blah. But it is sometimes like a sci-fi film. The more that I get into this, the more that I research all of this, and the more that someone goes in a deep dive into spirituality and stuff, they all come to find out this. And it's kind of hard to believe sometimes because, as I said in in the Infinite Intelligence lesson, is that, well, seeing is not believing, it's just seeing, you know, or believing is seeing. You have to believe something in order to see it. That's also another entire video, but it's all there. You just can't see it. It's energy. We're all made out of energy. We're all of the things that we interact with are energy, but we have an agreement that that is what that is, and this is a tripod, and this is a camera, and this is my finger. You know, it's all translation of energy. When you smell something, it's not actually the smell, it's just a translation of that energy. That is that smell, and that probably has all mathematical structures inside that smell in order for us to perceive it as that smell. And you can really get nitpicky about everything, and really we can deep dive into this, but it's all energy. That's what I'm saying. So all that is around us, the universe, that's all energy. And what we think, what we feel, what we say, how we act has an influence on what is around us. We are, at this time, unmissable parts for the universe. We create now expansion, and I don't think that expansion has ever been as fast as it is right now. I mean, just look only at technology, how at a fast pace that is moving. Just look at how many people are waking up, and how many people are starting their spiritual journeys and starting to be in touch more with themselves and everything that is around them, and being more positive because that they know that that's truly them. Everything is at a quick pace right now. It's also called the quickening, I believe. As I said, everything you say, do, think has a direct effect on the environment around you, and it's really important. Have you ever interacted with someone who was really grumpy and you kind of start to feel grumpy too? That is also the collective consciousness. That's also the universe. Or when someone is feeling really good, you know, you start to feel better too, because that is all around us. It's all part of who we are, and it's all it's all a part of what kind of effect we can have. And do you even realize, if we all were positive all of the time, what an immense effect that would have on the entire universe? Like, we're so powerful. Don't let anyone ever think that you are not powerful, or you're not worthy, or the tiny little breakthroughs, the personal breakthroughs that you're going through every single day, that they're not important, because they are important. You know, when you start your day, you think you have a very unproductive day because you did nothing, but you went through so much emotionally. That in itself is already very productive, because every time you go through something and you solve that for yourself, you liberate energy, and that energy not only has an effect on you personally, it has an effect on the entire universe, because we're all interconnected, we're all interwoven into a big, beautiful spider web. What do I mean with trust in the universe is trust in self? Well, I mean that the universe is yourself. You are the universe. The relationship between you and the universe is possible because you come out of the universe, and also because you are the universe. You are the one who made this possible. Even in its very tiny, small, silly unimportantness of the person that you are, it seems like you're unimportant, right? But you're not. You're actually really important. And once you start trusting yourself, you also start trusting the universe. And once you start trusting the universe, there goes my pen, you also start trusting yourself. It is like this two-way street, that if you put 100% trust in yourself and you have 100% faith in yourself, you also have trust in the universe. And also, if you have that much faith and trust in the universe, you have trust in self. Any topic, you can say, I want this outcome and I want this to happen, and you just let it go into the universe because you trust the universe, thus you trust yourself. That outcome will come. If you put 100% faith in it, there's no other guarantee than that it will come, because it is your birthright to have the life that you want. It is your birthright to feel good every single day. So now the question may arise, where does the intuition come from? We're part of this collective consciousness, and I do believe that we can even sometimes hear the thoughts of others. When a thought pops up in your mind, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is from you if you're in the vicinity of someone else. But the intuition comes from a different place. It comes from source, I believe, and you can differentiate that by the feeling that you get from it. Now, I don't want this to be the focus of this course. So the questions were where and why and who did it and blah, 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 because that's not important. It can be for your own journey. So I do really stand by the fact that you should do the research for yourself and form your own truth because of that. It's always great to do your own research and form your own truth. As I said, I don't know all of the answers for you right now. The only way that I know that I'm connected to my most inner self and I trust the universe is when I get goosebumps. And sometimes I get goosebumps like right now, or I get goosebumps when I hear a song, or I see a beautiful moment with a beautiful sky and a bird flies by, or I just feel really good and I hear something that validates that, you know, those are kind of like those moments. And when I'm meditating and I'm repeating a mantra for myself, that's where I get goosebumps. And goosebumps to me are really like a sign of, okay, I'm connected now and I feel really good and I feel just without worry, you know. But I guess the most important lesson from this lesson is that you find moments where you will be fully present. Because of this collective consciousness, we're sometimes bombarded with thoughts from others and thoughts that are stuck in the collective consciousness. So you not only have your own ego to fight with, I guess, but you also have this collective ego that you fight with. So it's kind of really hard sometimes to try to feel good. And it's stupid that I have to say it like, try to feel good, you know, just try it. We could just say, just to feel good and to let go. What I've been saying to myself these past couple of weeks is just saying, just feel the fullness of life today. Just feel the fullness of life. Just have trust in the universe, because the universe is you. If you weren't the universe, the whole law of attraction premise would be flawed, because that's also how you can test out that you are the universe, actually. It's by focusing on something that you want, completely letting it go, so trusting the universe, and manifesting it in physical form. That is a direct sign that you and the universe are communicating with each other and you are there for each other, or actually it is there for you. But if you just want to say to yourself, today I feel the fullness of life, no matter what happens, and try to feel the fullness of life every single moment of every single day. Because as I said in the previous lesson, your focus shouldn't be upon the outer things that make you happy and circumstantial happiness, basically. It should be on who you are inside, and then the outside will follow, you know? So if you trust yourself, you also trust the universe, because you will trust the path that it has laid out for you, I guess. And you do not fight it. You just feel the fullness of life. You understand your relationship. You understand that you are part of a whole, part of a collective, and just let it go and enjoy, I guess. That should be the message of every single video, actually. But that's the most important thing in order to become who you truly meant to be, I guess. I hope, again, that this lesson meant something to you and that you learned something from it and that you feel the fullness of life no matter where you are or where you stand. And the next lesson, lesson number 10, is called Help Yourself First.